All right, let's dive right into this explainer. You know, the world is changing faster than ever before. Just think about this for a second. By the year 2030, 70% of the global population is going to live in urban areas and will be relying on literally billions of connected devices. Cities have to become smarter. Healthcare absolutely must become predictive. And sustainability, well, that's going from being an optional nice-to-have to a strict, non-negotiable mandate. So today, we're exploring the Chanchal Group's Vision 2030. It's essentially a blueprint for how we're going to navigate these massive technological demands heading our way over the next decade.
To get our heads around this massive vision, we'll quickly walk through 6 key areas. 1. The challenges of tomorrow. 2. The Chanchal Group ecosystem. 3. IT infra and sustainability. 4. Pulsewell healthcare innovation. 5. Smart spaces and experiences. And finally, 6. The Vision 2030 roadmap.
Let's start right in with Section 1, Challenges of Tomorrow.
So, ask yourself, are organizations actually prepared for massive data growth, mounting e-waste, and unprecedented healthcare burdens by 2030? Honestly, the connectivity and sustainability gaps we're about to hit are just staggering. We are looking at a future with booming urban populations that naturally lead to heavy carbon footprints and literal mountains of electronic waste. And no, hiding your tangled old charging cables in a junk drawer isn't going to solve the enterprise-scale problem we're facing here.
The thing is, the future demands way more than just patching things up with new tech. That old linear way of doing things, isolated industries and fragmented solutions, it's simply not going to survive the demands of 2030. We absolutely have to move toward intelligent, connected, and sustainable ecosystems. It's really that simple. Different industries can no longer afford to operate in isolation.
Which brings us to Section 2, the Chanchal Group ecosystem.
Now, the Chanchal Group isn't just your traditional holding company. They're this incredibly diversified, future-focused ecosystem driven by 4 very specific core values: trust, innovation, insight, and happiness. And I've got to say, I absolutely love that happiness is included as a core business metric here. These values actively guide them to create scalable, future-ready solutions that empower both enterprises and communities alike.
Their whole overarching mission is about bridging technology, sustainability, healthcare, design, and human experiences. They've recognized pretty early on that to solve these massive macro challenges, you literally can't just fix one piece of the puzzle. You have to bring all these disparate verticals together into one powerful, cohesive vision. It's all about combining operational intelligence with responsible growth across the board.
Let's move on to Section 3, IT infra and sustainability. Okay, we really need to talk about ROSI, which stands for Return on Sustainable Investment. As highlighted in a recent Compugen white paper on IT sustainability, just going paperless, that's not nearly enough anymore. The actual physical servers and devices powering our daily digital routines having massive environmental impact. Organizations have got to prioritize efforts that yield the highest ROSI, meaning practices that give you both financial and environmental value. Over the next decade, sustainable IT practices won't just be a nice bonus, they will be strictly required.
So, to actually combat those mounting e-waste issues and heavy carbon footprints, the Chanchal Group is championing a massive structural shift away from that outdated linear use and dispose IT model. What they are building is a circular IT ecosystem. This involves responsible technology, strict ESG transformation, and extended producer responsibility. It's basically integrating eco-consciousness directly into enterprise cloud connectivity.
Ultimately, building intelligent digital infrastructure is the main goal here. They provide enterprise-grade infrastructure. We're talking secure networking, smart connectivity, telecom ecosystems, and AI-driven operations. The whole shebang. It empowers businesses to thrive in a connected world, but to do it securely and responsibly.
Let's pivot to Section 4, Pulsewell Healthcare Innovation. Enter Pulsewell. This is Chanchal Group's dedicated healthcare and wellness unit. Because look, healthcare in 2030 needs to be highly predictive and accessible, and Pulsewell is designed to make care exactly that. They provide end-to-end solutions for modern healthcare, acting as a strategic partner to completely transform how hospitals, clinics, and wellness centers operate from the ground up.
Pulsewell provides a deeply comprehensive suite of solutions, really taking on the heavy lifting of hospital administration. They offer streamlined workflows for things like patient records, doctor scheduling, billing, insurance, and facility management, right alongside integrated digital health platforms like electronic health records and telemedicine. It is an entire wellness ecosystem meant to drastically modernize care delivery.
And the tangible value proposition here is huge for everyone involved.
For patients, it means faster admissions, super easy access to health records, and completely transparent billing. And for doctors, it means significantly reduced paperwork and smart decision support tools. This actually allows care providers to focus on their core mission, which is delivering compassionate, quality care instead of fighting with outdated software systems.
Next up, Section 5, Smart Spaces and Experiences.
This ecosystem also targets two other deeply connected areas, FormaSpace and Gemucket. With FormaSpace, the philosophy is simple. Buildings aren't just structures anymore. They're intelligent environments. They actually blend traditional Vastu wisdom with modern design to create sustainable commercial spaces and integrated communities. Then we have Gemucket, because travel isn't just moving from point A to point B. It's culture, experience, and connection. Gemucket focuses on sustainable tourism, hospitality partnerships, and deep community experiences. Together, these two verticals ensure our physical spaces are just as intelligent and purpose-driven as our digital networks.
Which brings us to our final section, Section 6, the Vision 2030 Roadmap.
When you visualize this timeline year over year, the momentum is crystal clear. Starting in 2026, the focus is super heavy on adopting ESG and circular IT frameworks, completely moving away from that linear use and dispose model. By 2027, the goal is deeply integrating telemedicine and wellness platforms through Pulsewell. Moving into 2028, we see the deployment of smart building ecosystems via FormaSpace and sustainable tourism models with Gemucket. And it all steadily merges to hit the ultimate target in 2030, fully connected, AI-driven, and highly sustainable communities.
I really want to highlight a quote directly from their guiding principles here. We exist to create intelligent and sustainable ecosystems that bridge technology, infrastructure, innovation, healthcare, architecture, and environmental responsibility into one connected future. I think it perfectly captures how they deliberately connect technology with sustainability, infrastructure with intelligence, and healthcare with genuine human compassion.
Because at the end of the day, a fragmented approach to the future, it simply will not work anymore. Visionary organizations don't just build businesses, they build entire ecosystems. So the only question left to ask yourself is, will your organization be ready to thrive in the connected ecosystem of 2030? How are you going to integrate your operational practices, your IT infrastructure, and your physical spaces into this visionary future? It's a massive shift, but the blueprint is clearly already being drawn. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive into the ecosystems of tomorrow.